Hello BU students, thank you ever so much for joining me today. This is a quick session just to chat to you about getting your uni digs cosy for winter. So whether you live in halls of residence or in a student house, this is just a few top tips on things that you can do to cosy up your room. And I'm also going to tell you where you might be able to purchase some of these items. So, as you can see in front of me here, I've got a few things to show you. These are all suggestions and ideas. If you've got any good ideas, you can also comment below. We'd love to hear your ideas too. One of the things I think about when you are getting up in the morning, with a lot of rooms, they seem to have really hard, cold laminate floors. And I always think it's a good idea to get yourself a nice cosy little rug like this to put your feet on when you climb out of bed in the morning. You can pick up rugs like this anywhere really, places like the Range, Wilko's, wherever. We'll chat in more detail at the end of this about these shops that you can go to. But things like this you should be able to pick up for about 10 to 15 quid. Another good thing you can have is a big fluffy blanket to chuck on your bed. Again, these are really inexpensive. Normally for a single or a double bed, you'll pick them up for between 10 to 15 quid, and they usually do a good range of colours. So it's always good to have one of these cosy blankets when you're chilling in the evening. Now, a good thing that I discovered through travelling was these things here. Now this, believe it or not, is actually a fleece micro towel. And I actually got that from Decathlon, which is actually an active sports wear type of shop. It's so cosy, but I like to use it in the evenings as well, just to chuck around my shoulders and keep cosy. And this fantastic little thing that again was for travelling, but it actually folds out of a pocket. And it's meant to be a shower mat, but as you can see, it's really fluffy and cosy, and that would also make a really good mat like this to chuck on the floor and keep your feet warm when you crawl out of bed in the morning. Other things you can do to pimp your bed, it's always good to pick up lovely cushions like this. You can put 2 or 3 along your bed, and that keeps it cosy and comfortable for you. And another thing I found is throws or pashminas like this. You can pick these up in lovely colours, and again they're fab for chucking around your shoulders in the evening, or they just sort of like make a nice colourful runner that you can chuck on the bed. A good thing to do as well is look out for groovy, quirky bedding, and I found this one last year. This was from Asda, and I actually absolutely love this. I hope you can see that. It's dinner plates with cats, which is quite vintage and quirky, and most shops now do quite good groovy, funky ranges like that can really brighten up your room, and they're quite a conversation piece. Okay, other things I needed to talk about to you with throws. These cotton throws are usually found in sort of like hippie shops or online, but these cotton throws that have a lovely mandala on them. So I hope you can pick that up. And again, these are really lightweight and good for brightening up your bed and your room. But a lot of people, they actually manage to hang them up on the wall and have them as a wall hanging. So look out for the mandala throws if you can, to brighten up your room. Okay, what else can we talk about then? Well, your windowsills and sides and desks. It's good to try and brighten them up with a few plants. A little bit of green really kind of helps to enhance the mood of the room and your mood. I always say spending time in green every day is good for the soul. If you're not good at looking after houseplants, you can cheat and buy plastic ones. This lovely colourful one here I bought in a charity shop for about £4. These ones here I bought from Primark, the little plastic succulents. And this one here, a nice dangly plant that you could actually hang on the wall. So, another top tip for your room is lighting. Very often in halls and homes, it can be quite hard strip lighting. And when you want to chill and have a more cosy mood to your room in the evenings, it might be worth investing just in a little side lamp. It means that you can direct the light in one area, and it really is nice for relaxing. But if you can't afford one of these lamps, I mean, normally these you can pick up for like 10 to 20 quid in most shops that sell household items. Just get yourself a little string of fairy lights. These groovy ones I got from Asda, and they were about £4 with flamingos, and they just need a couple of AA batteries to power them. And if you've got like a notice board or a curtain rail, you can hang them in your room. It's nice to put them around your photographs and posters, or a lot of people actually put them along the back of the bed head. And that's sort of like really nice when you turn the big lights out and you've got these low lights to help you have a chill and cosy atmosphere. The other thing I was going to talk about was hanging things in your room. You do need to be careful of this, because if you hang stuff up in your room and you damage the walls, you might be out of pocket when you try and get your deposit back at the end of the year. And a good thing to purchase is box frames like this, because if you're not allowed to hang them up on the wall, you can stand them on your desk or a windowsill or a shelf space. I picked this one up from Primark last year, and as you can see, it's actually a money box as well. So it's quite cute to be able to see, you know, saving up your money for when you go off on your travelling in summer, how much you've saved up there. You can see I've not saved very much at the moment. I need to do more. So a really good thing I'd like to recommend to you is these command strips. They are really, really good for hanging things like your photos and your plants and stuff. They'll take a lot of weight. You do need to follow the instructions carefully, but it does mean at the end of the year when you're going home, you'd be able to remove these from the wall without leaving any damage. And it's really important that you don't end up out of pocket with your deposit. So they're a really good buy, and you'll probably get them quite easily on eBay or Amazon. Okay, I'm nearly done. I was just going to talk to you about a few places where you can actually find this stuff around Bournemouth. So we've got Asda at the station that you all might already know, but there's also a really big Asda that's an M1 bus ride away at Castle Point. And at Castle Point there are a load of other shops that you could go in there and find stuff like this. So you've got places like TK Maxx as well that are really good for shopping. Another place that you could go is Winton. Winton's got a lovely big Wilko's there, and it's got a really good huddle of charity shops. And another really good place for charity shopping is Westbourne. And all of them are a bus ride away, honestly. Another place is Ringwood Road Retail Park. So if you have a look at that on Google Maps, at Ringwood Road Retail Park, you will find Argos, Home Bargains, TK Maxx, Matalan, Dunelm and The Range. And they are really, really good shops for getting hold of throws and bedding and household decorations and items like this. If you don't get any luck at these shops, like I say, you can always try online, eBay or Amazon, but with most of these shops they're a bus ride away. Or why don't you hop on a barrel bike and go down there with your mates and have a good shop on a Saturday afternoon and see what you can find to groove up your room and make it cosy for winter. I hope these tips have helped you. If you've got any ideas, share them below. And if you've already pimped your room and made it look cosy, share your pictures. I love to look at before and after photos, so share what you may have already done yourselves. I hope you enjoyed this little session. Join us again and have a look on our Subu web pages, because we've got lots of different sessions that you can dip into on our calendar of events. That's subu.org.uk. We'll see you again soon. Thanks for joining me.